bench. Put the board at 5:30, please.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors basketball on 98.9. Sponsored by Doc's Auto Clinic,
Yamba Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Bucket with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. And check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors basketball was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the Sailors, so please support our sponsors. Sports on FM 98.9 presents Steamboat Sailors basketball, only on 98.9 and SteamboatRadio.com.
It's time now
Hey, Vlad,
for
can you hear
Steamboat
me?
Sailors girls and boys basketball on your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection.
How are you?
We are KTYV, Sports on FM at 98.9, also on the World Wide Web at SteamboatRadio.com. Your Steamboat Sailors girls basketball team coming in with an 0-7 record, getting ready to take on the Roosevelt
So the
Roughriders,
video right now
2-4.
looks
yes,
okay.
The Sailors are looking for their first win of the season.
I'm just as surprised as you are.
And they certainly have a chance as they've continued to improve throughout this early season. On the boys' side, we definitely have a very
I'm just as surprised as you are.
Steamboat Sailors coming in with a 5-2.
So let's do some levels real quick because I have to run upstairs because I've got pasta cooking real quickly. So I need to finish that up.
Shootout, where the Steamboat Sailors tied the game.
Vlad and Chase live here from Roosevelt High School, just about set for the opening tip-off. The girls' basketball game. We'll have the boys right after that. Should be a great one as both teams face off against the
Vlad and Chase live here from Roosevelt High School, just about set for the opening tip-off. The girls' basketball game. We'll have the boys right after that.
Sounds good.
As both teams face off against the hometown Roosevelt team.
Enjoy some pasta for me because I'm hungry.
In just a few with his thoughts on the matchup. We've got some Sailors girls and boys basketball spotlights coming up. An opportunity for you
Enjoy some pasta for me because I'm hungry.
Sailors.
You should have eaten. You know better. And I still have to mix the sauce and throw it in the oven and bake it. You know, I'm making some baked mustard.
To be fair, though, I didn't know when I was going to get here, and I don't know this area, so I didn't know where I could go
at SteamboatRadio.com. Click on the Steamboat Sailors icon. Scroll down to the basketball.
To be fair, though, I didn't know when I was going to get here, and I don't know this area, so I didn't know where I could go
link,
eat.
and you, my friends, should be cooking with gas. If not, you'll be able to listen to this game wherever you are across the globe at SteamboatRadio.com.
Can we get text
and here
in
locally
this gym?
on KTYV.
Yeah, can we get text? Could you text me? Were you outside or in?
It's Steamboat
we
Sailors
can
basketball.
get text.
The girls are up first, and the boys immediately following. Right here on your Steamboat Sailor Sports Connection. KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9.
Yeah, we can get text.
At SteamboatRadio.com.
Good. I'll text you if the video gets really funky, but other than that, we look good to go. I'm going to make the board hot.
Beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is
Sounds good.
We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Brian Harvey with the voice of Steamboat Sailor Sports, Mr. Vlot. Chase, how are you today, man?
I am doing well, Brian. How are you?
See how I've defaulted in giving you the voice of all Steamboat Sailor Sports?
I like it, man. And Mr. I mean, that was my dad. That's not me, you know?
I know. But, you know, you're growing up, young man. You're growing up. And I'll tell you what, Steamboat Sailors boys basketball playing strong. We'll talk about them in just a second. The girls right now improving, looking for their first win. Let's talk about some positives and some positive play on the court.
Yeah, there's definitely been some really good things that have been occurring for the girls. At the end of the day, you know, the horn sounds on 4 quarters of play, and you want to see your team with more points than the other team. And so it's definitely a mental strain for a lot of these girls because they haven't won this year. They didn't win last year. They did get a win over the summer. They did this basketball camp, and the team got a victory there. So you can tell that they know what they need to do, but it hasn't come just yet. There's been a lot of really good things, though. The biggest thing so far has been their shooting. When they've been on, they have definitely been in some of these games. They've had a couple freshmen who have really stepped up and made some impact. Erica Simmons and Molly Brown, especially early in that first tournament, I remember they had a few games where they were just shooting so well, and that kept the Sailors close, and there was a couple where they kind of came back in the fourth quarter and pushed teams a little bit. Carly Landing's another one. She's a senior, and when she has been on fire from beyond the arc, which happened just before we went to Christmas break, it's going to be so fun to watch these Sailors girls, because if they can pull it together and everyone can start to kind of mesh and have good games at the same time, then we can start to see a few more points. The girls just don't score as many points as the boys do, and that's across the board. You're not going to see 80 to 70, you know, on the scoreboard at the end of the day. So with Steamboat, if they're able to push into the 30s and maybe that 40-point mark, then they'll start to really be competitive.
Right now, they're averaging about 22 points a game. They're taking on Roosevelt tonight, who's averaging 44 points a game. So, yeah, but Roosevelt's only won 2 games, and they play a pretty hard schedule. Thus far, the Sailor girls have been playing a pretty tough schedule. They haven't even got into real league play, and I think that's where they might find that first win. And when they do, it is going to be huge, because it can change the momentum of this season, and for a lot of these young players, the rest of their high school career.
Absolutely, and you've got one, JC May. We mention her most times that we have this interview, Harv, because she's a sophomore and she's a captain, and she can definitely be an impact player on this team for the next 2 years after this season concludes. So they'll definitely want to keep her mentally on track, because that's what I'm really worried about is, you know, you get down to 2 seasons of no victories and it really starts to wear on you. These are high school folks who just have 4 years to deal with, and sometimes we've already seen one girl who, you know, she couldn't do it. She had to bail on the season, and so it was unfortunate. We lost one, and it just is really a strain. So I think the biggest thing is, even though this next few games is going to be tough in Roosevelt at this tournament, I really think that the coaching staff needs to make sure these girls are upbeat, that they have a lot of positives that they're focusing on, because you're right. I think that this Sailors team can definitely at least make a little bit of noise in the Western Slope League and maybe get that first win and even more.
Absolutely. And, of course, the Steamboat Sailors boys are a different tale. They have a 5-2 record right now. They lost to Ponderosa, very tough front-range team, and they lost to this Roosevelt team in overtime. It was a fantastic game at the Sailors shootout, and certainly a game that the Sailors would like to have back. And guess what? They get it back here tonight at Roosevelt. Let's talk about this match.
Oh, I'm so excited about this game. That was one of the most entertaining basketball games I've called so far this year. When you think of this game, it was 12 points in the last minute or something like that for Steamboat to come back, and it was Mac Riniker knocking down a 3 at the buzzer to send it to overtime. But that's not to say that Steamboat was out of it. I think that there was a few things they'll like to look at the video of and kind of shape up a little bit, defensively especially. They have that video, and I know Coach Van Dahl is just so big into making sure his team is prepared, and I think that video from the championship game is going to come in huge here, because Roosevelt was definitely a team where Steamboat knows they can beat them, and I think that a lot of what happened was they got into foul trouble at the end, and in overtime that holds over. So, I mean, you get into a foul trouble and all of a sudden these guys are going to the line for overtime as well, and they can start to really push the lead out. So it's going to be interesting. Ethan Piles, he was so big in that last game with some of his three-point shooting. He'll need to step up as well. Mac Riniker is going to play Mac Riniker ball. He always does. Even if it's not double digits on the points, he is going to be a huge impact on the game because of his defensive prowess. Tyler Doyne, same thing. You and I call them the Condors back there, and it's for just cause. These guys have arms that I like to say span the court sometimes, and they've got these quick twitch muscles that allow them to intercept a ball that you think would be past them because it's just this microsecond of a pass, and all of a sudden they're going back the other way because they're able to kind of intercept it out of the air and put 2 points in on an easy layup. It's going to be an interesting one. Roosevelt's style is directly conflicting ours. So, I talked to Michael about it before that championship game, and they run the ball, they try and go for a quicker pace of play, and we like to kind of slow it down a little bit more. So it's really fun. Last time it was Roosevelt that won out in that battle of the styles, and I'm hoping that we can get the victory here this evening.
Well, if anyone can make the adjustment, it's Coach Van Dahl. He's done a great job with his team, and this is a young team. They've only got one senior on the team. We've talked about it before. Jake Barish evolving into that vocal leader. It goes against his personality to be vocal, but he's certainly a leadership by example guy. And then you've got the juniors in Mac Riniker, Tyler Doyne, Aiden Knaus. I mean, there are some kids here, and this team, as it continues to grow and get better, is going to be a force to reckon with, especially when we get into league play. Right now, this is the last tournament, and they've done well preseason. As we said, they're coming in with a 5-2 record. If they can put everything together, they know they can beat this Roosevelt team. They've just got to play their game, as we like to say.
Absolutely, and I know you just touched on it, but Coach Van Dahl is going to have them ready. He prepares so meticulously that he's going to have these guys ready to go. He's going to have a game plan drawn up where we play our game, but we also can shut down what they like to do. And he'll have a number of things that he'll throw in to kind of confuse that Roosevelt team, because remember, it goes both ways. Roosevelt saw what style we played, so it's really a chess match today, and it's going to be a fun one, so definitely looking forward to it.
Both teams have been off, haven't had a game in a week or so with a holiday break, so it's going to be interesting to see who can shake the rust off first. Both these teams will know each other because they just played a few weeks ago in the Sailors shootout, so it's going to be a ton of fun. Steamboat Sailors basketball on the way. The girls are up first, and then the boys second. If the technology gods smile on us, you'll be able to listen and watch this game on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. Click on the Sailors basketball schedule, click the watch link, and then you, my friends, are cooking with gas. You can, of course, listen wherever you are across the globe at steamboatradio.com as well. If, for some reason, we have troubles with the video, you can listen to the game by clicking the listen link, or terrestrially here in the Valley at 98.9 KTYV Sports on FM and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. It's Sailors basketball. We are in the pregame show. We've got some Sailor spotlights on the way, and then Vlad, you will have the starting lineups with Lowen Epstein and the call of the girls' game, and then we're going to segue right into the boys' game immediately following that, both teams playing Roosevelt. Any final thoughts before the kids hit the court?
It should be very exciting. Cheer on the girls as they chase down their first victory, and cheer on the boys as they look for a little redemption.
It's Steamboat Sailors basketball action on the way on your Steamboat Sailors Sports Connection. KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9 and on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat sailors.
My name is Aiden Knaus, and I'm a junior in high school. My number is 14. My position is post. I've been playing for 7 years. I also like football and tennis. I'd like to go to college at either Oregon or Liberty. I would like to play at college, but I would rather focus on academics. In 10 years, I see myself graduated from college and starting a nice career. Outside of school, I am also involved in the Boys and Girls Club and coaching little kids for basketball. My favorite subject in school is world history. My favorite movie is Dumb and Dumber because I always watched it as a kid with my parents, and it brings back a lot of good memories. Last summer, I went to a lot of basketball camps and hung out with my friends. Some of the basketball camps were UNC and at the Air Force Academy. My goals for this season are to be a really great teammate and to help our team achieve 18 wins or more. My goals for life are to be happy, have a nice family, and a job that I enjoy. What I will remember most about being a sailor is all the fun times I've had and being with my friends. My name is Aiden Knaus. I'm a junior in high school, and I'd be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
I'm Terry. And this is Phil from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we've gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat sailors.
My name is Molly Kleins, and I'm a sophomore in high school. My number is 25, and my position is point guard. I've been playing for 6 years, and I also like to play soccer. I'd like to go to college somewhere in Colorado or Wisconsin. If I play in college, it would probably be soccer. In 10 years, I see myself being a special education teacher. Outside of school, I'm also involved in club sports like soccer and basketball. My favorite subject in school is writing. My favorite movie is Zootopia because of the majestic characters. Last summer, I worked for Stars, which is a local sports adaptive program, and I definitely think that could be in my future, and I really love spending time with the kids. My goals for the season are to become a better shooter and a better teammate, and my goals for life are to have a dog and name it Simon. Simon would be a golden retriever. What I will remember most about being a sailor is the positive environment that the school has. I'm Molly Kleins, sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat sailors.
Ethan Piles. I'm a sophomore. Number 23, position point guard. Years playing 2. I like playing guitar. I like to go to Michigan University. I want to play basketball in college, and I hope that I can. I want to be a coach for basketball, hopefully. I'm also involved in drama. That's about it. I love American history. I love learning about stuff in the past. Last summer, basically went to PO's, then went over to my buddy's house every single day. My favorite memories, probably when I was on my diesel truck with my dad, and we went around delivering packages just because we traveled a lot, and I got a lot of eggs, and I love eggs. So there's that. That's my favorite memory. My favorite movie has to be Toy Story, just because of the idea of it, and like I always like pretending my toys are alive when I was little. So that's that. My goals are league championship. I want to have a league championship, and I want to win at least 2 playoff games this year. My goals in life. I want to be a successful high school coach at least, and I want to retire in Steamboat for sure. But I want to do that my whole life. I already know that for a fact. What do I remember most about being a sailor? Probably the teamism. This team is really tightly knitted, and everyone respects each other on it, and I really like that. Ethan Piles, sophomore, proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Erica Simmons, and I'm a freshman, and my basketball number is number 2, and I play point guard and wing. I've been playing basketball since 1st grade. I started playing in Tennessee, and then I moved here in 5th grade and started playing here in 5th grade. And I like to play volleyball also, and I'm going to try and play lacrosse this year. I know that I want to go to college somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where yet. And I want to play basketball or volleyball in college, but I don't know if that's going to happen, so I just want to play as long as I can. In 10 years, I want to be in medical school or out of medical school and be able to like travel and go like a lot of places and help people. Outside of school, I am involved with my community, I guess. We go and like volunteer at a lot of places and like help out at the community center and kind of, I guess, do like community service. My favorite subject in school is math and science. They're like super fun to me. My favorite movie is Moana because it's like a super fun movie and it's like she's super adventurous and like just like goes kind of wherever she wants, which is really cool, and like travels across the ocean, which I think would be really fun to do. Last summer I went to Tennessee and Florida for like 3 weeks. We like visited a lot of our old friends and like family friends in Tennessee, and then went and hung out with more friends in Florida. The weather was like awesome, and we just hung out at the beach with our family. My goals for the season are to be like an all-around good player, be like a good shooter, a good defender, and play as many games as I can and score as many points as I can and like get as many steals as I can and just like play hard all season. My goals for life are to be a like great person, like a like mentor for people, and to be able to travel and kind of have fun with life, I guess. What I remember most about being a sailor is the awesome team that I get to be a part of and the awesome coaches who get to coach us and teach us and help us become better players and better people throughout the season. My name is Erica, and I'm a freshman in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
This is Skip Yerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Steamboat Resorts is a proud sponsor of Sailor Athletics. Do you have friends or family coming to town, but space at your place is a little tight? Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals is here to help. Steamboat Resorts has been the lodging leader here for over 30 years, and we've got great rates at more than 800 units in 38 properties around the base area. Call us at 879-8000 and ask for the Locals Connection discount. That's the Locals Connection, 879-8000, or visit steamboatresorts.com.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Quinn Connell and I'm a junior. I'm number 11. I play point guard. I've been playing basketball since second grade. I also play soccer and lacrosse. I'd like to go to college either at CU or maybe somewhere on the West Coast. I will not play sports in college and just focus on education. In 10 years, I see myself being happy and just doing what I love. Outside of school, I'm also involved in too many hours of video games and binge watching Netflix. My favorite subject in school is either math or right after math, which is lunch. Favorite movie is The Hitman's Bodyguard because it's got lots of action and also has lots of comedy in it. Last summer, I carried a tree up a really big mountain with my soccer team for some reason that I don't know. My goals for this season are to win Western Slope and win a couple playoff games also. My goals for life are just to be happy and do what I love. What I will remember most about being a sailor is all the friendships I've made. I'm Quinn Connell, I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 94-1 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Carly. I'm a senior. My number is 33, and I play a forward. I've been playing for about 9 years. I'd like to go to college, but I'm not sure where. And if I get the chance to play in college, I'd love to. I would see myself in 10 years hopefully being successful and happy with what I'm doing outside of school. I don't do a whole lot, but I do work, and I work for a company called Institute of Physical Art, and they hold courses for PTs who want their CFMT certification. My favorite subject in school is probably English. My favorite movie is Tammy because it is hilarious. Last summer, I just worked and I went to basketball camp. Over the summer at basketball camp, we went to Adams State and we played like 3 games every day and we won one, so that's good. I fell a lot, so I got a whole bunch of banged up knees. My goals for the season are just to win games and just get better at everything that we need to work on. My goals in life are just to be successful and happy and just doing something that I love. What I will remember most about being a sailor is pretty much every memory, every season that I've had with all my friends. I'm Carly, I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name
is Carter Easted. I'm a freshman. My number is 2. I play point guard. I've been playing for 5 or 6 years. I also like football, but I don't really play it anymore. I like to go to college somewhere in state, maybe MSU. Hope to play in college, but I don't know. Outside of school, I am also involved in sports. My favorite subject in school is math and science. My favorite movie is Land of the Lost because it's funny. Last summer, I played sports and just had a good time. Favorite memory from last summer is probably just hanging out with my friend, going downtown. My goals for this season are to just do good and don't get down on myself. My goals for life are to be a pilot. What I remember most about being a sailor is how nice the upperclassmen are. My name is Carter Reested. I'm a freshman and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Sailors are just about set for the opening tip-off between the hometown Roosevelt Roughriders and, of course, the girls wearing their red uniforms, white numbers, black trim. The starters getting announced here. I'm joined by Lowen Epstein. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. I want to thank Callie May for doing our video today. Appreciate it. I was thanking you. And Lowen, how's the travel down?
It was good. It's good to be back with the boys.
We are pretty excited about that game as well, but ever in search of their first win right now is this girls team, and they're sitting at 0-7 right now in the year, but definitely, as Brian and I talked about, there are things that they can build on, and we said, if they can put a game together where all of their shooters are starting to knock it down, they may very well be able to compete with the team, but right now as it stands, they just need to up their offensive ante because they're averaging only 22 points a game, and so that needs to change if they're going to move forward and hopefully get that victory. We'll see if this might be it. They're taking on the Roosevelt Roughriders, the hometown squad here in this round-robin tournament, as the Roughriders come in with their white uniforms, black numbers, red trim. And Steamboat looks to be right to left on the radio dial here to start things off in the first half of play.
Yeah, this Steamboat squad is going to be without Sammy Kennedy again tonight. So Rose Epstein, Quinn Kleins, Erica Simmons, Shelby Weiss, and JC May will be your starting 5 on the floor.
It'll be Weiss, who emphatically told me, "I told you so." When I saw her in the stand, she said, "I told you I would be playing." She is in there for the opening tip-off. Again, Steamboat's right to left here, and we are underway with the tip-off. It's going to be won back by the Riders, and coming up court is Crespin. Crespin to the near side, top of the key. A chance through the paint, but the ball comes free. Steamboat gets it back. This is Simmons back the other way for your Sailors. Erica Simmons, the freshman, getting the start today, as well as Epstein. She's a freshman as well, right, Lowen?
Correct.
And so a few young girls out here. In fact, no seniors on this opening lineup.
No upperclassmen at all.
Yeah, we'll see if that works for the Sailors. Shelby Weiss tumbling into the bench there. Got a touch on the ball. Was last one to have a handle on it, and so it turns into a possession for the Roughriders.
Roughriders now. This is going to be Crespin taking up the court. She's going to hand it off. That's Keller. Keller, 3-ball attempt from the corner. That was Kendra Eckleberry. That was no good. And Riders gathered it once again. So Kennedy Keller, off after the ensuing play, tried to drive it in and couldn't get anything going there, so it's Sailors back the other way. Sailors moving right to left on your radio dial. Erica Simmons, the freshman, taking up the court, looking for a movement, and gonna get it taken away by the Riders. Good heads-up play there by Kennedy Keller.
Here comes Roosevelt. Long 3-ball, just in and out. That was from Steph Curry range there. Jump ball occurs, and it should be a Steamboat possession here. 6:45 left, first quarter of play. Still scoreless here from Roosevelt High School in Johnstown, Colorado. Up comes JC May, sister of our videographer, and the ball ends up here in the stands, and so it will be a quick turnover and possession again for the Roughriders.
Riders now on the throw-in. Kayla Cork. She'll find Crespin. Crespin working inside, back out to Cork. She goes in for the layup. No good. Gathers her own rebound there, and there's going to be a jump ball with 6.5 minutes to go left in this first quarter of action. Riders will retain possession.
She uncorked one.
Kennedy Keller tried to throw it in. Looks like it might have got tipped off by Rose Epstein. So it'll stay Riders' possession. Still scoreless here at the Riders' home court. Now it's finally gotten in, and they're going to call a travel on Kayla Cork as she was trying to line one up there. So Steamboat will take possession over. Simmons back down. She's going to be running point guard. It looks for a lot of the time tonight for the Sailors. She finds Quinn Kleins near side top corner. Kleins, she gets double teamed, somehow gets out of it, goes up to the hoop, and makes the nice layup, and the Sailors have their first lead of the game. First points of the game, actually. 2-0, 6 minutes to play.
Roughriders deep corner on the 3-ball far side. No good there from Wood. And it's going to hit off of a Steamboat defender. That was Shelby Weiss, who couldn't quite control that rebound. And it'll be a maintained possession here for the Roughriders with 6:01 left in this first quarter of 4. Kicked out on the inbound play. Foot was on the line there. In and out off of the iron. Rebound hits off of a few different players. JC May throws the hip around. And it ends up again in the possession of the girls in white. Dumped down the far side corner. Ball is up, but no good there on the opportunity deep in the far corner. That was taken by Finnegan. And now it'll turn into a Steamboat possession. But before that, we've got a timeout, 30-second timeout for the coaching staff here for the Sailors. And they will have the ball out of the timeout with one of their first leads here of the game. And they haven't had a lot of time in the lead here this season. So playing in unfamiliar territory. I want to thank Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. The Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Also, Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend. As well as Steamboat Dental Center, Mountain View Car Wash, and Russell's Auto Salon, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. 5:45 left, Steamboat possession here. JC May is going to be taking this one out from her own end line. Looks as though the Roughriders are going to start a full court press. We'll see what Steamboat can do to break it. They have definitely struggled with this full court press in previous outings, and the outlet pass there from JC May a little bit too short. She was looking for Rose Epstein, couldn't quite connect with her, and Epstein ends up getting a foul on the play, and so it turns into a Roughriders ball.
Riders now on the throw-in. This is Kayla Cork. She finds Crespin. Crespin back to Cork, top of the key now. She's going to move it outside, and now working inside is Kennedy Keller. She tries to put one up. That just goes off the backboard. Sailors regather possession. Quinn Klein's now wearing the bright orange shoes, number 25 for your Sailors. She has Erica Simmons with 2 on her now, working inside pass, looking for Weiss. Not quite there, and that'll be a turnover.
Here come the Rough Riders, a quick break the other way, and the 2 ball is airmailed, and it turns into Steamboat possession. Shelby Weiss makes sure that Quinn Klein's shoulder's still connected there, and it bounces right off that. And here's JC May, other end of the court now. Gives it off to Simmons. Tried to get it back to May on the give and go. Ends up in Simmons' possession. Great effort there from the freshman, and Steamboat will retain a possession here. Triple teamed, and she fought everyone off. And they're able to keep this possession. Out comes Simmons, and in comes Carly Lanning for her first taste of action here on the evening. 4:56 left. Another change real quick, as it looks as though in for Steamboat is John Harrison. Sierra Harrison. Inbound pass now finds Shelby Weiss. I was also drawing a blank on that one. And it's now Quinn Klein's. Top of the key. She's going to give it back to JC May. Swings one over far side. Still beyond the arc. Lanning looks. Finds a gal. That's Shelby Weiss. Puts one up. No good. Rebound. Hits off of Harrison last. And so it will be a Rough Riders ball. 2-0 score. Your Sailors are on top right now. 4:42 left here in the first quarter of play.
Sailors holding this team in very good defensively. So there we go. Right as I said, that another turnover, and that is JC May trying to get the layup. She'll get fouled on her way to the rim, and she will shoot free throws. 4:34 left. 2-0 lead for your girls in red, as Shelby Weiss has words with Coach Ibarra. JC May gets set to take her free throws. Her first one is up and no good. Yeah, this Sailors team doing a good job. You know, they started some young girls, and they really got I think that's good that they're able to prove that they can stop this pretty good Rough Riders team like they have been doing so far. So Rough Riders back the other way.
This is going to be Roosevelt trying to attack near side. Beyond the arc, 3 ball, no good, air mail. And again, it turns into a Steamboat possession. Lanning with that rebound. And so far, that defense for Steamboat is holding strong. And here comes JC May up court trying to push their lead out to 2 possessions. It's going to be taken by Quinn Klein's. Pass there, looking for Lanning, couldn't connect. Back the other way come the Rough Riders on a quick break.
And up for the layup was Alyssa Crespin. She got fouled with 4:06 left to play in this first quarter of action. A lot of fouls here early. That's one thing the Sailors want to make sure they don't do, is get into foul trouble, as Crespin heads to the line to shoot her free throws. And this Roosevelt team only has, am I seeing this right, only a few bench players.
You are.
So they definitely want to stay out of foul trouble because they're limited numbers. Sailors definitely are winning that category, as her second free throw is no good. Her first free throw was in. So 2-1 lead. Sailors are still up. This is Quinn Klein's now working it inside. Kicks it out to Lanning. She tries a 3-point ball off the iron, and it goes out of bounds. Rough Riders will have the ball.
No, that's a Steamboat possession. Cork was trying to chase it down, unaware that it hit off of Shelby Miles.
Yeah. Oh, in the paint? Was that?
No, it was here chasing down the ball on this near side. It hit off Harrison, but Cork chased it down, touched it right before. And so Steamboat had it for a moment, not able to do anything with that offensive possession, though. And Rough Riders will have it again. This is going to be Cork from beyond her baseline. Inbounds, gets it right back on the give-and-go play there with Keller. Now upfield here, or up court, sorry. Here comes Crespin, but it looks as though a pushing foul called against JC May, and so it'll be retained possession for this Rough Riders squad, and May now with her first foul on the evening. 3:43 left. 2-1 lead for your Sailors. Sounds more like a hockey score than a basketball score right now. Yeah. Early on, though, in this first quarter of play. Possession for the Rough Riders, but a quick change coming as
Lana Pavarnik is going to go in for Quinn Kleins here.
And it's an interesting thing when you can start the freshmen and the underclassmen as they did. All of a sudden that brings in the veteran. Here's a 3-ball, no good. Rebounded by Weiss as she turns and finds May. And here comes JC May. But it all of a sudden becomes seniors who come in, and you know that's a pretty good recipe if you can get it to work.
No, you're absolutely right. Getting all these girls involved, no matter how old they are, is really the key. And that's what Coach Ubar and Coach Raper are really trying to do tonight and get this first win of the season.
Here's JC May on the inbound play. It was a carry by the Rough Riders that translated to a Steamboat possession. And now it looks as though we are going to have a Rough Riders possession. It was a foul against Lanning on the loose ball.
So off the loose ball foul, this is Kayla Cork throwing it in for the Riders. Rough Riders now. And Alyssa Crespin, the senior point guard, will take it up the court. And back to the top of the key, this is Cork. Cork, low corner to Michaela Wood. She puts up a three-point ball, and that one is hit home. 4-2 lead now, 3:11 left to play. As Quinn Klein's now back the other way. Outside to Shelby Weiss, top of the key. Kicks it over, almost misses Lanning. Good hands there. She saves it. Now it's back up to Shelby, top of the key, and she's going to lose that one. Rough Riders back the other way off the steal.
Nice little inside-out play. And it looks as though they're going to say she was going for it, or no, that was a pass to Crespin. So it'll be a foul against Steamboat's Quinn Kleins, but it's not a shooting foul. And so it will just be possession here for the Rough Riders on the far side of the basket at the baseline. 2:55 to go here in the first quarter of play. 4-2 lead now for Roosevelt. Inbound play finds Crespin. She quickly gets back and give-and-go play, and Crespin for three. That's in and out. And Steamboat takes it back, and Carly Lanning will get this feed from the hands of Harrison. Up comes Lanning, the senior, looking and finding the hands of Pavarnik. Back to Lanning, top of the key. Lanning in play there, looking for Weiss, who was in the paint. Couldn't get it to her. And here come the Rough Riders.
Tough one there as Rough Riders back the other way. Easy lay-in there for, I think that was Michaela Wood.
That was Crespin.
Excuse me. Alyssa Crespin was able to knock that one in. 6-2 lead now. Sailors back the other way. Lana Pavarnik getting trapped outside corner, and she used her pivot foot, got called for the travel. So that's another turnover for the Sailors as they have fallen behind here by 4. Rough Riders have the ball.
Here comes Roosevelt, the home team in this tournament. 2:08 to go in quarter one. And a 6-2 lead. Here's Crespin hard there to the net. And unable to get the shot to drop. But then a 3-ball from range. That was Cork who unloaded one there. And that draws this one out to a 9-2 lead. And Steamboat will have a possession of their own, looking to try and get back on the board after their early 2 points and in a lead for a while here in the first quarter. All of a sudden, Roosevelt's come on, and they get the ball back.
Downside, here's another 3-point attempt from Michaela Wood, and she hits that one. Wow, this Rough Riders team showing off their range here tonight as they, after being down 2-1 about 3 minutes ago, they've taken a 12-2 lead after back-to-back 3-pointers. Sailors take a timeout.
Yeah, and it's been a 12-point run here for the girls in white. The Roosevelt team now has the double-digit lead. Just 90 seconds left in this first quarter of play.
Quick shout out to our sponsors, Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Mountain View Car Wash, helping the Sailors clean the competition between town and McDonald's on Highway 40. And Russell's Auto Salon, your premier full-service auto body shop where you always meet by accident. Russell's Auto Salon, 879-1515. So, what do you think so far, Vladen?
You know, it was nice to see that that first. No, you said it right the first time. It was nice to see that first lead. Yeah. Minute 30 left here. You want to draw this to back within single digits and hopefully get the offense ignited. This is just, what Brian and I were talking about. This is a team in Roosevelt that's given Steamboat ample amount of opportunities offensively. Steamboat has not been able to capitalize. They've looked a little bit discombobulated in the last few minutes, and that's really why they haven't been able to strike. They just got to slow it down again. They're a young team, but now all of a sudden you can't use that as a reason. I mean, you're into a season now, 7 games deep. You got to start performing a little bit, and we've got Molly Brown who's checked in for the Sailors.
Sailors now kick it over to Pavarnik, and the ref will say that she stepped out of bounds. So Pavarnik mad at herself there. That's another turnover for the Sailors. A few of these games they've been in the 30-40 turnover range. That's not where they want to be tonight.
Roughriders will have it at the other end of the court, as this is going to be Horshack with a pass up top. Finds her mark and driving the lane and getting 2. That is Wood. Sorry, that was Cork with her 4th and 5th points on the evening. Steamboat back the other way. 14-2. They are down with just under a minute to go now in this quarter, and an errant pass turns into a possession for the Roughriders and actually turned into a foul. Looks as though that was Shelby Weiss with the foul there. And so possession for the Roughriders, and Weiss gets the foul on it, and so a little bit of a loss.
Yeah, they keep turning the ball over, trying to pass it inside. They had the Steamboat girls team had practice this morning at about 8:30 before they left for this tournament, and that's going to be a called foul there as Kayla Cork tried to take it in. She'll shoot free throws. They had practice this morning, as I was saying, and that was one of the main things they were trying to work on, was making better, smarter passes decision-wise and limiting that turnover number. Rose Epstein is going to check back in here. She's going to take out Shelby Weiss. As your Sailors are down 15-2 here. Less than a minute to play. 43 seconds to be exact.
Starting to see it slip away a little bit as Cork knocked down her first and her second free throws, as she is now up to 7 points here in the quarter. Only 3 players for Roosevelt have scored points, though. So for what it's worth, a small victory there, and then it's not really getting spread around. Here now is Harrison, finds Kleins, stop and pop, and Quinn Kleins drops down her 3rd and 4th points, the only score so far for Steamboat. 16-4 now, and here's another big drive. Layup comes, no foul. Ball is eventually worked to the hands of Quinn Kleins once more. Trying for the last possession. She gets the ball taken away, though.
And that was taken away there by Crespin, I think that was. And so, do we have her number 20? Is she on this roster?
Yeah, it's Horshack.
I don't have that one.
You write it in.
So, Sailors girls 16-4 after that Quinn Kleins layup and free throws.
You don't have him back.
For, I don't have her number either.
That was Finnegan.
It looks like they might be pulling up some younger players from the JV squad here, because this varsity roster originally only had 7 girls on it. So after that second free throw attempt, which was in, 18-4 is the deficit now, as Sailors move that one in. Pavarnik puts up a layup right as time runs out here. So final score for this first quarter of action is 18-6. Sailors rolling, trying to work uphill.
And we'll see what kind of response they have with a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back on the other side. KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. have with a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back on the other side. KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
We're here from Roosevelt High School in Johnstown, Colorado. As we're just about set for the second quarter of action here. 18-6, your lead.
Sailors will start it off here with Molly Brown taking the possession. Good ball movement here early as Pavarnik puts up a three-pointer immediately. Rebounded by the Sailors and finally taken away by the Roughriders. Now it's them back the other way as Finnegan has it, working up into the middle. She'll throw it off her own teammate. Sailors ball.
Steamboat's going to outlet this one. It's JC May. Quickly finds Molly Brown across the midcourt line. Back to May. Nice little move as she gets free, stops and pops, and that one is just off the backboard and back out. And a nice little job there by Pavarnik getting on the net. Turns into a jump ball. It'll be a Rough Riders possession here, but good job from Lana Pavarnik not allowing the easy exit for this Rough Riders squad. Now, once more, it is Roosevelt, 18-6, the lead right now. It's worked over to the far side and pushing the pile there. A chance from the near side corner is up and out there from Keller. Chance from the far side deep corner, also out. A good chance from Wood. And here is Steamboat with a possession of their own.
And right as you said that, it's going to be taken away by Finnegan as she caught Molly Brown sleeping, took it right out of her hands, and now it's the Rough Riders back one more time. Attempted layup there by Michaela Wood is no good, and so JC May gathers that one, and Sailors back the other way. Errant pass there gathered by Pavarnik as she tries to find JC May back outside, but just got that one taken away. Another turnover by the Sailors.
Rough Riders the other way. A chance to just bounce one outside. And that one is going to be a foul. And going to the line for two more is Cork. She already has 7 points here in the game, all coming in the first quarter of play. 6.5 left in this first half. 18-6 lead, so no points so far here in the second stanza. Cork, though, looking to change that one. She was able to knock down a couple free throws earlier on in the game. And this one is in and out off the front of the rim there. So first one does not drop. Lanning will check in for Harrison. And she'll be that deep post rebounder just below the net here. Second one for Cork is good. And so no rebounds to speak of. And it's going to be 8 points now for Cork. She leads all players in that category. 19-6 the lead. Now it's JC May who is leading the charge for Steamboat as the point guard. Nice ball movement here. May outside, didn't like the shot. Gives it to Pavarnik, and she was stuffed there. It ends up in the hands of Epstein, who couldn't get the pass off. She was looking for Brown. And here come the Rough Riders.
Somewhere, someone saying, "Come on, Rose."
I'm not going to say who.
Layup attempt there was no good for the Rough Riders, so Sailors back the other way. Good defensive player as Rough Riders get that steal, and this is Kennedy Keller trying to put one in now.
Tossed up top, and a long three balls off the mark. Rebound, kicked right back out. Cork with that three chance, and now Finnegan's pass intercepted, and Steamboat is going to come the other way. This is Epstein. Gives one off to Molly Brown across the midcourt line. Here's Brown now. Slowing it down, one of the freshmen here on this Steamboat squad. So he has JC May to her left and gives it to her back out top to Brown. Inside now to Lanning, and inside the paint gets the shot off, but it hops out after hitting the rim a couple times. times. And now Pavarnik again in the midst of another jump ball. This one will stay in Steamboat's possession, though. 5:18 to go, second quarter of play. 19-6 lead for Roosevelt over your Steamboat Sailors. The Sailors, though, are wearing their red uniforms, white numbers, black trim, and their right to left on the radio dial here on KTYV 98.9. Landing with the 13-footer, in and out again. Rebounded by Simmons, up for that, and she's going to go to the line as Erica Simmons, not exactly one of the tallest girls out there, but she gets up for that rebound and tried to put one back, and it ends up as 2 shots from the free throw line.
Yeah, good job there from the freshman. Now, you got to realize these freshmen, at the beginning of the season, they're going out here and playing their hardest for, to get attention from the coaches and get playing time. But now they're starters. They're playing for their team to win this game. I mean, we had Rose Epstein start over Carly Lanning, the senior, this week. And so roster moves here.
Simmons knocks down both of her free throw attempts, which are maybe some of the wilder free throw chances I've seen. She pretty much squats the ball.
It's about the effort.
Hey,
Rose Epstein takes that one away, throws a little elbow there. She sends a girl flying. Simmons working top of the key, and her team's communicating with each other, trying to find out where to go here as she kicks it inside to Epstein, almost loses it, good ends there, running the baseline, and that's going to go out of bounds on Epstein. As rough turnover there for the Sailors. 4:43 left, 19-8 score.
Roughriders will try and inbound here with a full court press in effect for your Steamboat Sailors. So Coach Ibarra trying to shake something up, and a nice pass in low. Layup no good, though. Rebounded by Epstein. Outlet pass intercepted. Roughriders again with a chance. This is going to be worked to the top of the key. And a shot there from Cork is good from 3. Wow. Cork knocks down her 4th point of this quarter.
Remember when it was 2-1?
Yep. I remember it was 2-0.
JC May, wearing number 21 for your Sailors, the sophomore captain, throws it into triple traffic for Pavarnik, and she finally just kind of hucks that one out of bounds. Don't know who she was quite looking for there, but anyways, this is going to be a Roughriders ball as Sailors probably nearing about 20 turnovers here. That's something they got to work on, keep getting better at, as Roughriders now trying to break this full court press put on by Coach Raper and the Sailors. Kicked it out, and inside now is Kennedy Keller as her layup hits the bottom of the basket and goes out of bounds.
They say it touched off a Sailors player.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So this is going to remain Roughriders ball. Now it's kicked outside, back to Keller. Keller over to Crespin. Crespin now back to Keller. They're just playing pitch and catches. Keller sends it near side, and 3-ball attempt there is no good by number 20, Horshak. Sailors gather that one.
It's going to be worked up court by JC May. May's going to do a nice little jump move. Gets it in low, and she's just below the basket. Throws up her first 2 points on the day. JC May with the 9th and 10th points, respectively, for her squad. And it's 22-10. Layup at the other side for the Roughriders. Doesn't drop, and here comes Erica Simmons.
Simmons now, fast break, kicks it outside, and Chloe Lanning at the free throw line. Nothing but net there for the senior. 22-12. Sailors making a little run now as they have 3 minutes left to go in this first half of action. Crespin working it up for the Riders. Kicks it outside. Open 3-point attempt here from Kayla Cole. That one's good. Kayla Cole shows off her celebration, making a 3-point remark to the crowd here, as she's safe to say she's wet from downtown today.
14 points for her so far here in the game, and we're just in first half play. 2:40 left in the second quarter, 25-12 the score. Inbound play is going to come from the Sailors. They're in the offensive half of the court. Cork now checks off for this squad, and inbound play finds the hands of May. Her chance did not go, and then Simmons again rebounds one. And you've got to be impressed with the fact that with her small stature, she's able to get some of those rebounds offensively. And again, another putback effort turns into 2 at the free throw line.
Michaela Cork here. I think that's her third three-pointer of the game. And Erica Simmons' second free throw is...
That was first.
Excuse me, first free throw is good. So 2:37 left to play. The Sailors are definitely not out of this one. You know, it's 25. The deficit was way bigger just a few minutes ago. They're kind of going on a run here. So 25-14 as that second free throw falls. And Roughriders back the other way. Finnegan kicks it over to Crespin. She drives inside, puts one up, and almost and one, but no. As that layup attempt is in and out, she's going to get fouled, head to the free throw line for 2 attempts.
And Steamboat is already into that double bonus territory, so each foul they have sends the Roughriders to the line for 2. Crespin with her first one. That drops. And that'll be just her 4th point on the game. Looking to get in to the hash mark in terms of how I'm keeping tally. And she does. That'll be 5. She knocks down both. And it's a 27-14 lead now. 2:25 to go. Second quarter of play. Steamboat with possession offensively. This is Lanning. She stops and pops that one off the close side of the rim in relation to the ball. Now an outlet the other way. And it's the Roughriders with an easy layup at the other end of the court, as Keller puts in her first couple points here on the evening.
Yep. Can't let those, can't give them those. Oh, there's another turnover there as JC May was taking the ball up, got called for the double dribble. And she's looking at the refs wondering how
that was a carry.
Was it a carry?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Double dribble.
This guy was saying carry.
They were both saying different things, I think.
You know what? We can't argue like brothers.
I mean, you can't.
Another three ball.
Alyssa Crespin hits the three-pointer, put this Roughriders team to 32 on the evening with a $1:38 left to go in this first half of action. Sailors now. Jason May working the baseline. Handoff there to Carly Lanning. Steal there by Crespin. She throws it up to Finnegan. Finnegan takes it outside. She's looking for a three-point attempt. No. Finds Crespin. Now it's top of the key. Over to Kennedy Keller.
Taking it to the bank.
Who, you can guess, folks, hits another three-pointer. So 35-14 now as Erica Simmons brings the ball up.
Steamboat with a chance here. Late stages with just 62 seconds left in the first half. Simmons' pass hit off of a defender, went out of bounds, and so it will be an inbound play for the Sailors donning their red uniforms. Here's Lanning, and she's going to try and get Harrison. Does so at the free throw line, steps and fires off a 9-footer. No good. And it'll be taken the other way by the Roughriders. Under a minute to play. Here's Crespin. Going to swing one outside. Another deep three ball. This one is going to hit.
Gosh.
That is Wood, who tucks in her first points of the second quarter.
This might be the best shooting performance we've seen, boys or girls, this season so far. JC May kicks it over, and Erica Simmons is going to lose that one as she was trying to get it back to her. Couldn't make it happen. So Finnegan now. Errant pass there. Almost sails out of bounds. She was trying to find Crespin now. Inside is Kendra Eckelberry. And it's back out to Finnegan up top with 13 seconds to work. And so this is Kennedy Keller now. They're just moving this ball around. Deep three-point attempt there from Michaela Wood. I was expecting it to go in, no matter how deep it was. 2 seconds here, half court. No good there from JC Mays. That'll do it for this first half of action. 38-14. Your Steamboat Sailors are down.
We'll be back with second half action right here on your Sailor Sports Connection. KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. With second half action right here on your Sailor Sports Connection. KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watched on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors Basketball on 98.9. Sponsored by Doc's Auto Clinic,
Yamba Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Puckett with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. Check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors Basketball was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware,
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency,
UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center,
Russell's Auto Salon,
and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Remember, our sponsors support the sailors, so please support our sponsors. Sports on FM 98.9 presents Steamboat Sailors Basketball, only on 98.9 and SteamboatRadio.com.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor Sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name's Sierra Harrison, and I'm a sophomore in high school. My number is 42, and I play post. I've been playing basketball for 8 years. I also like to run cross country and track and field. I'd like to go to college at Colorado State University. I don't aspire to play basketball in college, but I would love to run cross country. In 10 years, I see myself at Colorado State Veterinary School. Outside of school, I'm also involved in student council, community service, and I'd love to spend time with my family. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Glory Road because it's an inspirational basketball story. Last summer, I spent a lot of time with my friends, and I went on a mission trip to Belize. I was in Belize with my church, and we helped little kids learn about the Bible, and we stayed in the capital city. My goals for this season are to start every single varsity game, and for our team to win a couple games, hopefully. My goals in life are to be an equine orthopedic surgeon and to have a nice family. What I will remember about being a sailor is the family atmosphere that we have. I'm Sierra Harrison, I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paints and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Tyler Doyne. I'm a junior. I wear number 5, and I play small forward. I've been playing basketball ever since 3rd grade. I also like playing lacrosse and football. I'd like to go to college at CU Boulder. If I play sports in college, I would play lacrosse. In 10 years, I see myself with a successful job and a happy life. Outside of school, I'm also involved in lacrosse, basketball, and football. My favorite subject in school is AP Physics because it's very interesting to me. My favorite movie is is Talladega Nights because shake and bake. Last summer I had lots of fun with my friends. We jumped off a bridge into the river a lot, and it was pretty fun doing flips and stuff. My goals for this season are to win the league championship and win at least 2 playoff games. My goals for life are to have a happy life and be successful. What I remember most about being a sailor is all the friendships I made with my teammates. My name is Tyler Doyle, and I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Yerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Lana Pivarnik, and I'm a senior in high school. This year, I will be number 14, and I will be playing pretty much every position. And I've been playing basketball for 10 years, and it's the only sport that I play. I don't really know where I plan to go to college. I've applied to 8 so far this year, and I'm going to apply to 3 more, so we'll see where I end up. I don't plan on playing in college. In 10 years, I see myself living in the woods, which is also one of my life goals because it sounds really peaceful and relaxing. Outside of school, I'm highly involved in the drama troupe. My favorite subject in school is math because I really like solving problems. My favorite movie is Kingsman because it has some really cool action going on and it's really comedic. Last summer, I hiked to Machu Picchu with my mom and one of my really good friends and our guide Josias, and it was a really fun time. We summited a mountain that was 15,000 feet tall, which is higher than any point in the United States, and it was a really good time. Got to see some jungles and some mountains, and there are definitely aliens. I learned that after that trip. My goals for the season are just to have a really good time with my teammates because we're more of a family now, and just to hang out with them. And my goals for life, as I stated before, are to live in the woods, but actually to have a good life and enjoy myself and be happy. What I will remember most about being a sailor is freezing to death on the short bus regularly, but having a good time regardless of that. My name is Lana Pivarnik. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc's for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc's are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYB. Steamboat Springs.
We are back for second half action here on KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. I'm Vlad Chase, joined by Lowen Epstein here. Lowen may be doing a minimal amount of talking in this second half in preparation for the boys' game. We never know, really, but he's fighting off some stuff. Anywho, Lowen, what'd you think of the first half?
You know, I thought that the girls' teams, they started off strong especially with Rose Epstein, and Erica Simmons getting their starts in their fair share of time. They started off strong, and then came the three-point firepower of this Roughriders team. I think they hit something like 8 threes in that first half of action. So, Sailors obviously weren't playing for that. They gotta D up. Now they got to D up on the outside. That's the bottom line. And if they do that, they should be right back in this one. So hopefully they can make those changes and keep working toward that 25-point mark, as we were saying.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I want to thank a few of our sponsors. Doc's Auto Clinic, taking care of you by taking care of your car. Yampa Valley Bank, the Yampa Valley's only locally owned bank, member FDIC. Also Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice and homeowner's friend. Don't forget about Steamboat Ace Hardware, UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, Chris Buck at the downtown Edward Jones office, and Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals. Back underway here with this second half of action, third quarter of play. Crespin drains one from downtown, and it just continues right away. First possession, and all of a sudden she gets herself into double digits with 11 now on the game. 41-14. First Steamboat possession here. It's going to be Lanning who takes it near side, looking for options, dribbles once, gives it up top to Erica Simmons. Simmons now walks to the top of the key. Stops, goes back to Lanning near side. Lanning has some movement below the basket, shoots one up and gets two for her own squad as Lanning drops in her fourth point of the game.
Crespin back the other way. She's going to kick it inside. Now it's back outside. Kayla Cork almost goes in for the three-point shot, but she's going to take the lane and drive. Couldn't get that layup to go, but she got the foul. So with 7:06 left to go here in this third quarter of action, 41-16 is your score. Yeah, that goes to show you how potent this Roughriders offense is. They were trying to go in and take the lane every time they had possession versus the Sailors, and they figured out that wasn't working. They just kept fouling. They only had 1 point midway through that first quarter, so they decided to kick it outside and just keep putting up those three balls, and it's worked out well for them late, as that first free throw by Kayla Cork is no good. Shelby Weiss is going to have a seat on the bench here as Lana Pavarnik came in for her. Cork's second free throw is no good as well. So
she can only shoot three balls.
That's right. JC May now commanding her battalion, finds Carly Lanning near side top corner. She tries a three ball, no good. She has the range, didn't have the accuracy there. Roughriders back the other way.
She was not messing around. Roughriders are going to take this one, fired over to the near side into the hands of Wood, who drains a three ball. Surprise, ladies and gentlemen, it's another three.
This is not a joke, folks. This is girls basketball.
She's got 12 points to her name now, and no shot on that. It's just going to be a foul against the Roughriders. Steamboat possession. Sailors are left to right here in the second half of play. 44-16, they are down due to the three balls of this Roughriders squad. It's been a clinic so far. May trying to do a three of their own for the Sailors, unable to connect. Harrison rebounds, and her putback is no good. Ends up being a jump ball. Steamboat will get the ball back. Nice job there from Epstein, fighting for that loose ball, and 44-16 lead here for the Roughriders. Roosevelt with the big spread, but it's an inbound pass to Simmons, who puts up two. And a nice job there from Erica Simmons, who now has 6 points here on the game.
Crespin back the other way. She tried to find Kennedy Keller. That one sailed out of bounds. And Sailors are going to force a turnover to get the ball back, as JC May, number 21, sophomore captain, doing big things for the Sailors this season, is going to find Lanning near side. She puts up a three ball, no good, gathered by Sierra Harrison under the rim, couldn't put it up. Roughriders now.
Here comes a chance from the far side. Another three ball, didn't have enough arc on that. Not going to drop. Turns into an out of bound play. Steamboat ball. 5:41 left here, 44-18. You do have to look at it, though. The Sailors were able to put up 14 points in that first half, so they're on pace to at least match or surpass their season average for points. And so you got to think that the coaching staff's saying, hey, let's get out there, let's get 30 points. That'd be a good thing to shoot for here. And now the Roosevelt Roughriders are back to the way. Easy layup under the basket. It's going to be put down by Tracy, who gets her first points of the day.
Erica Simmons works the near side. Inside now to Sarah Harrison, and she pulls up from about 15 feet. No good, and it's going to be swatted out of bounds by Kayla Cork. And there's going to be a change here as Lucy Davis, the senior, will come in, as well as Finnegan for the Rough Riders. Sailors retain possession after the ball went out of bounds on a Rough Riders player. So Jason May on the inbounds pass, running out of time here. And they're going to say that was a timeout. They're going to call a timeout before she was able to get the pass off. So Coach Ibarra is going to call that one. Sailors down 46-18, 5:06 left to play in this third quarter of action. And they're definitely making some runs here. Quick shout out to our sponsors. Steamboat Ace Hardware, the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden, and more by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. UC Health at Yampa Valley Medical Center, helping you get back to full strength when you are feeling short-handed. And Chris Puckett at the downtown Edwards Jones office. Call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 for all your investment needs. Edwards Jones, making sense of investing.
We have to thank Callie May. She's doing the video.
Member SIPC. Yeah, shout out to Callie May, JC May's older sister, doing the video for us tonight. It's always difficult finding someone willing to do that.
Carly Lanning up for two. No good on that. Rolls along the rim, stays out, and Roosevelt comes the other way. The Rough Riders will try to attack from the near side, beyond the arc. Thrown to that far corner now. Deep ball from Finnegan is good.
Wow.
Another three ball.
This is quite the offense three-point clinic tonight here by the Rough Riders. Sailors back the other way, and they're almost at the 50-point mark. The Rough Riders here, they're at 49 points, and and we're barely midway through the third. Chloe Manning, baseline J is no good. Gathered up by the Riders as they take it past half court now. This is Finnegan. Finnegan working cross court. Tries to huck that one. Shows off her arm strength there. Couldn't get the accuracy to go, though, as that sails out of bounds. JC May on the inbounds.
Here comes Steamboat. Leading the charge, Erica Simmons. Going to play a little point guard on this possession across the midcourt line. 4:10 to go here in the quarter. 49-18 lead for Roosevelt. Steamboat, though, just one possession away from turning into a 20-point game here offensively. And it's going to be May beyond the arc. Throws down to Lanning. Foot was on the line. Would have only counted as two. Didn't drop, though. Turned over, and here's Roosevelt off of the rebound. Cork leads the charge. Throws one over to Finnegan, and she goes up for another one. Two for her last two on that far side corner.
This is ridiculous. I mean, come on. That's got to be like their 15th three-pointer.
Anything that they seem to shoot goes in.
Except unless they're under the basket.
Well, I need three balls.
This is a clinic here as Erica Simmons tips that one out of bounds. And she has words with Coach Ibarra. Rough Riders back the other way. This is going to be Crespin. What's that?
I'm still marveling at how many threes we've seen.
We haven't seen this many in... I mean, this is like Golden State Warriors type of offense they're running here. Kick it out, shoot it.
Everything from three.
Quick change here for the Rough Riders. We're going to see number 22. Not sure who that is. Will come in as Crespin moves it inside. And finally, that's going to be finished by Lucy Davis. Erica Simmons back the other way now. Simmons, the freshman, kicks it over to Lanning. Lanning does a nice move there. And a hook shot from way downtown is in and out.
Did we just see a point from under the basket?
I I think
we did.
I think so, yeah. Roughriders, after gathering the missed layup, turn it over. Sailors ball.
Here's JC May. She's leading the charge now for Steamboat. Directing the troops. Stops up at the 3. And it'll be May again. We'll stop and pop. That one does not fall. Taken by Simmons. Swings out to Harrison. Gives off to Lanning. Lanning's 3-ball. Plenty of arc on it. The moon shot does not drop, though, as Epstein throws some bows here in the near side corner away from the play. Roughriders come back the other way. This is going to be taken by Finnegan. Gives one off to Crespin. Crespin stops at the free throw line. Gives it to Davis now. Davis turns into a jump ball. It looks as though that's is that Wazee, number 22.
The great Wazee doing big things for the Roughriders.
Here she is, beyond the arc, doesn't shoot, gives it back to Crespin. 3-ball from Crespin, no good. Rebound is going to come into the hands of Davis. To Crespin once more, top of the key, gives it off to Finnegan, near side now. Finds the hands there of Wood. Dribbles low, inside now to Davis. She goes up for a layup, no good. Rebounds herself, though. Tosses another one up that's not going to drop.
Not quite there.
It'll be a
good
foul.
Effort there from Lucy Davis, the senior, wearing number 50 for the Roughriders.
Over the back foul called against her.
Sailors now moving left to right on your radio dial. They're down 54-18. Buck 43 left to go in this third quarter of action. This is Erica Simmons. Now it's far side top corner, Carly Lanning, as Rose Epstein doesn't get the pass there. She has her arm out making some good cuts. Good job there, Rose. Not quite getting the ball she wants. But this is JC May. Kicks it outside to Erica Simmons. She tries one. Rebound couldn't get gathered by Epstein as Roughriders are back the other way now. Crespin. Stop. Doesn't pop. Kicks it outside. Now it's great pass back inside to Lucy Davis as she just fumbles it, flips it and tumbles it before giving that up back to her own teammate. Deep 3-point shot here, and that was no good from Kendra Eichelberry, gathered by the Sailors with 50 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Here comes JC May. Swings one outside to Harrison. Beyond the arc, finds Carly Lanning. Steps, dribbles, fires from the free throw line. No good. Rebound taken for a moment by the Roughriders. Great job by Epstein to recover. Passes one to Harrison. Down low looking for Simmons. And Simmons and May both went for that ball, and so neither come up with it. Roughriders do. And leading the charge is Finnegan. Bounce pass there. Gets away from Wazee, but she chases it down. Gives it off to Finnegan. Up top now to Crespin. Makes a nice little dribble cut into the lane. Up for 2. No good. No rebound. It hits off of the fingertips there. Crespin reaching for it between her legs and ends up turning into a Steamboat possession with just under 12 seconds left in the quarter. Steamboat will have this ball. It's going to be Simmons to inbound. Finds May. And the countdown commences here. 54-18. Third quarter of play with 5 seconds on the clock. May swings it to Lanning. Inside now to Epstein, in and out of her hands. And that will bring us to the horn. Back in 30 seconds with the fourth quarter of action. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard online at steamboatradio.com. Bring us to the horn. Back in 30 seconds with the fourth quarter of action. This is KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard online at steamboatradio.com.
Well, I thought you said lower.
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's friend.
Yale, there's Yale.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Roosevelt High School, where your Steamboat Sailors girls squad is down 54-18 against that hometown Roughriders of Roosevelt. We're just about set for this fourth and final quarter of action here on the opening day here of the tournament from Johnstown, Colorado. You are tuned in to KTYV 98.9 Sports on FM. Also heard and watch on the World Wide Web at steamboatradio.com. I'm joined by Alon Epstein here to my right in the press box. Inbound play is going to be for Steamboat. It's Quinn Kleins who tosses in, finds the hand of Molly Brown. She dribbles, quickly goes to Shelby Weiss. Weiss gives it off to Pavarnik, outside now to Brown. A lot of new faces on the court here. A chance from Pavarnik, not going to go. Rebound taken by Wazee, and she's going to just outlet this one herself. Nice dribbles, but good effort there from Pavarnik. Almost strips her of the ball. Turns into a jump ball, and that will be a Roughriders possession. The clock is running here with the spread. We are into the, what is that called again?
Wazee?
No. Here is a chance from the near side. Corner, that one drops for three. Why not? There's Horshack.
Talking about the bonus?
No. I can't remember what the name of it is.
57-18.
Mercy. We're into mercy rules.
After that,
that's what it
after
is.
that three-pointer from Horshack. Three-point attempt there is no good from Pavarnik. Couldn't get that one to go. As this,
it's just, you know, to defend ourselves here. It is a little funny how many threes.
Oh yeah, this is
unbelievable.
The entire girls Roughriders team is Steph Curry tonight.
Oh, there's Curry to Curry, back to Curry, and Curry shoots at three. And that's what it looks like. 6:31 left here. 57-18 the score. Steamboat possession. Shelby Weiss takes this one in and puts up two. Weiss with the floater. She doesn't even know what she just did, but it counts nonetheless.
Good job there from Weiss, the sophomore. Wazee now working it inside. She kicks it out to Alyssa Crespin, and that shot's no good. As it's back to Wazee, out to number.
That's Harvard.
Out to Harvard, and. You can't tell now, folks. We're just making up names here.
What? No, we're not. We're reading it right off the stat sheet.
That's what I meant.
5:45 to go and ticking down.
Erica Simmons going in here for Molly Quinn Klein. Sailors moving left to right.
Here comes Molly Brown. Steps across midcourt line. Dishes off to Pavarnik, near side, beyond the arc. Back to Brown, and she goes from downtown, no good. Off the backboard, rebounded by the Roughriders. And here comes Eichelberry. Eichelberry throws one in, finds Davis. She loses the ball right there, though, fighting for it again. And it will turn into a jump ball, and that means Steamboat possession. 5:12 left in the game here, and ticking down now with 37 points between the two teams. We'll see if Steamboat can reach out, hopefully get 25. I'm hoping for 30, honestly, but with the run time, it's going to be a little tougher to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be a good goal for them to reach tonight. Molly Brown splits the defenders, tries to pull up from the free throw line. That's going to be blocked. And now full court pass from Crespin results in a foul as Horshack went up for the layup. She'll shoot two here with 4:37 left to go. 57-20. Sailors this was just really unlucky rather than more than anything. When you have a team that shoots 80% from 3-point, most NBA teams don't even do that, so give some cred here to the Roughriders tonight for putting on this performance.
Simmons to Brown to Simmons. Three ball from Simmons, no good, air mailed. That turns into a turnover. Roughriders will have the ball under their own basket. Taking this out is Eichelberry. She's going to inbound to Wazee. 4:18 to go here in the fourth and final frame. Wazee just dishes off to Harvard. She's across to the near side. Tries to get into the lane. Look to throw one up. And they're going to say that that's going to be 2 points. She just kind of went underhand on that to earn two at the free throw line.
Good job from Harvard. That's a Harvard play right there.
It's a smart play.
It's I don't know where all these girls are coming from. It's like they're just putting jerseys on people in the stands.
Yeah, seriously, you just said it earlier.
I just said there was like two bench players, and now we got a full-fledged NBA team here.
3:58 to go. Steph Curry keeps getting in and out of different costumes.
Simmons now having a pretty solid game here tonight, as miscommunication as she was looking for Sierra Harrison going to be taken away, and now it's the Rough Riders back the other way.
Quebec was a healthy scratch for Roosevelt today.
Yeah.
Wazie's down there fighting. Loses the ball. Nice job from Steamboat taking it back. Molly Brown leads the charge. 3.5 to go. Ticking down here on the fourth quarter of play. 58-20 the score. Roosevelt on top of your Steamboat Sailors, who are left or right. There's Shelby Weiss. Called for the ball. Gets it from Brown. Throws one up, and Weiss just looking for the floaters here in this fourth quarter. She had one drop. Couldn't get this one to go. And it'll be a Rough Riders ball now. Inbound play from Eichelberry finds the hands of Wazie. She's across midcourt. Gives it off to Davis. Now back to Eichelberry. Drives the lane. Puts one up, and there's two more. Eichelberry with her first points here.
Puts them at 60 on the evening, folks. 40-point deficit here with 2:54 to work.
Coach Iliff has been doing an excellent job of getting everybody involved for this Rough Rider squad. 2:43 left, 60-20 the score now. Fourth quarter of play.
And this is Wazie now. Wazie having a pretty good night. She's going to kick it out to Kendra Eichelberry. She goes in, and is that a charge ball?
That's a charge.
Yep, Molly Brown. Molly Brown takes the charge. So Steamboat will take possession under the left court hoop. So Erica Simmons, the freshman, taking it up. She's gotten some good minutes here tonight for this Sailor squad. She also got the start, as she's going to find Weiss. Weiss now wearing number 30 for your Sailors is going to work. She pulls up from three-point range.
No, they're saying
what
two.
They do?
Oh, man.
They can give the Rough Riders 53s, but we can't get one.
Mr. Glenarm doing the refereeing over there, and the official does not say that was a three ball.
Good shot there from Shelby Weiss anyhow. As how many points does she have on the night? 4?
Shelby? She's got 4.
1:28 left to play here. 60-22. Sailors ball.
Here comes Simmons up court. Gives one off to Brown. Brown surveys her options on the court here. Finds Shelby Weiss. And Weiss will just dribble. Stops. Pops. That's for 3. Does not go. She needs to step on the line.
Yeah,
would have had that extra couple inches, and it would have been in there.
She doesn't quite have the range yet, I don't think, so she's kind of stepping up, doing more of like a crow step thing before she takes the shot.
Here's Finnegan now in the last minute of play. And she gives one off to Harvard. Tosses one up. No good on that play. Gets her own rebound, though. Harvard again. Trying to just draw a foul, I think. And then the inbound play from the Riders keeps it in the field of play, but Simmons intercepts, and she's back the other way for Steamboat. 60-22. Here's Simmons. Steps. Fires off to Harrison. Harrison doesn't like what she sees. Gives it back to Simmons. Tries for an ill-advised pass there. 3 white jerseys in the way. And now here is a layup at the other end of the court.
That was a nice pass.
That's a pretty easy one for Horshack.
Harvard to Horshack, the duo. Molly Brown kicks it outside. Varnick for 3. Airballs that one. 14 seconds left to go. Gathered by Sierra Harrison. She puts one up. It hangs on the rim for a few seconds and sails out of bounds.
5 seconds on the clock, and for all intents and purposes, this one is done. Wazie's just going to pull up here. And horn sounds for the officiating crew.
So 40-point loss here tonight for your Sailors. I mean, 22 points.
That's their season average.
That's not bad at all. They
for the officiating crew of Mr. Bayou, Mr. Glenarm, and of course, don't forget Mr. Wads. I'm Vladen Chase, joined by Lowen Epstein. We'll be back with the boys on the other side. Of course, don't forget Mr. Wads. I'm Vladen Chase, joined by Lowen Epstein. We'll be back with the boys on the other side.
The Steamboat Sailors are on the air. You're listening to Steamboat Sailors basketball on 98.9.
Sponsored Doc's Auto Clinic,
Yampa Valley Bank,
Alpine Lumber,
Mountain View Car Wash,
Steamboat Dental Center,
and Chris Bucket with Edward Jones.
Get on SteamboatRadio.com and watch the game live. And check out the complete schedule while you're there. Steamboat Sailors basketball
was also brought to you by Steamboat Ace Hardware.
Allstate Insurance, the Allison Agency.
It's so funny because I said like three names. Yeah. So she just giving me a bunch of them. Oh yeah. That's what Coach Adam did. I know. Coach. We actually have the coach's name now. Wow, that was you made like 53.
Or visit SteamboatResorts.com.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Jake Berry. I am a senior, and my number is 4. I play shooting guard. I've been playing basketball for 12 years. I also like to play soccer. I'd like to go to college at CU in Boulder. I'm not going to play any sports besides intramurals. In 10 years, I see myself living in a big house with a hot wife. Outside of school, I am also involved in just working and hanging out with friends. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Ferris Bueller's Day Off because Sloan is hot. Last summer, I just worked at the Boys and Girls Club and hung out in town. My goals for this season are to win league and make it to the second round of state playoffs. And my goals for life is to be an architectural engineer. What I will remember most about being a sailor is the brotherhood with my teammates. I'm Jake Berry. I'm a senior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved one. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. You'll experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC, now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry and technology, where we've gone green with enviro-based.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Samantha Kennedy. I'm a sophomore in high school. My number is 4. I usually play guard or point guard. I've been playing for 7 years. I also play lacrosse after basketball season. I would like to go to college at U of A in Arizona. I don't know if I'll play a sport in college. It would be fun to play lacrosse in college. I would love to be a lawyer after college or just as my job. Outside of school, I work a lot with my parents. My parents own a store called The Homesteader, and I help them, and my mom makes chocolate there, so I help her make chocolate. My favorite subject in school would probably be French class. I really love learning about French just because I would use it a lot more than Spanish because my mom's from Switzerland, so everyone speaks French over there on her side. My favorite movie would probably be Ace Ventura with Pet Detective because I've watched it since I was little. I've always wanted to be like a detective, and then I love animals, so it's kind of a good mixture. Last summer, I went to some basketball camps. I went to a backpacking camp that was a week long down in Wyoming at the Wind River Wildlife Leaf. So I just went by myself, and there was people from all around the country came, and there was about 7 of us, and it was a mixture between boys and girls.
Stop moving
I was
my
really
table,
scared
please.
at first because I've never met these people, and then I was about to go backpacking for 6 days. It was really fun. We ended up ending early, like our backpacking trip ended early. Then we just kind of like swam. We did a lot of rock climbing. That was my highlight of the summer. My goals for this year is just to do, to score as many points as I can. What I remember most about being a sailor is how the team acts with each other and how we all become friends after and during the season, and how we just like start to get to know each other a lot better, and then we just make more friends. My name's Samantha Kennedy. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company that is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road, West Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's choice.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Katie Lake, and I'm a sophomore at Steamboat Springs High School. I'm number 11, and I play, all over for basketball, but mainly point guard. I also like to play soccer and swim team, and I sort of just recently picked swim team. It's super fun. My favorite stroke is probably breaststroke. No. My favorite stroke is butterfly, yeah. I'd like to go to college at Broad Institute of MIT to be a biomedical engineer. I want to play basketball in college, but I don't really know if that's going to happen, so hope so. And in 10 years, I see myself maybe getting my PhD. Not so sure about that yet. Outside of school, I'm also really involved in, I forgot to read this question. Outside of, you know what, I don't really, homework, maybe?
Outside of school.
Too much homework, it's ridiculous. My favorite subject in school is biology first and then history with Miss Copeland. Biology because it just clicks for me. My favorite movie, I don't really have a favorite movie. I just really like movies. They're good, they're fun. Last summer, I
Oh goodness, I did a lot of PT, rehabbing my knee because I tore my ACL about a year ago. So I was playing soccer and I dislocated my knee. So my tibia, I don't remember which one's the thigh bone or which one's the calf bone, but the thigh bone went over the calf bone, and my ACL just tore because it was stretched too far. My goals for the season are, I guess, to become a more reliable three-point shooter, because that's something I definitely need to work on. It's my shot. And my goals for life are just to be happy and make a positive difference in the world, specifically with, I guess, genomics or stem cell research, which will be really fun. What I remember most about being a sailor is definitely my team, because they're what makes it really, really fun to play basketball. And my name is Katie Lake. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
Sports-related dental injuries account for more than 600,000 ER visits each year. If your child is playing a sport and not wearing a mouth guard, they are 60 times more likely to suffer harm to their teeth. Steamboat Dental Center offers custom-fit mouth guards made from an exact model of your child's teeth. They are effective, comfortable, easy to clean, and also cheaper than a visit to the ER. Call Steamboat Dental Center today and receive half off a custom mouth guard. SteamboatDentalCenter.com. Go Sailors!
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting Sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the Sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
I'm Dawson Lindquist. I'm a sophomore. I'm number 22. I play forward. I've been playing basketball ever since about 5th grade. I also like track and field. I like the high jump. I'd like to go to a college out of state preferably, but it doesn't really matter to me. I would like to play basketball in college or high jump for track and field. I see myself in 10 years living a happy life, staying connected with all the guys I met in high school and my friends. Outside of school, I am also involved in a job. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Finding Nemo. Last summer, I made some really good memories with my friends, and I worked a lot, got a lot of money, so it was pretty fun. My goals for this season are to have the best season, the most fun that I've had since I've been in high school. My goals for life are to create a lot of good habits, to have a good paying job, and to be happy. What I remember most about being a sailor is all the respect and humility that all the players show, and it's just fun to be around them. I'm Dawson Lindquist. I'm a sophomore, proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailor basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paint and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your steamboat sailors.
My name is Aiden Knaus, and I'm a junior in high school. My number is 14. My position is post. I've been playing for 7 years. I also like football and tennis. I'd like to go to college at either Oregon or Liberty. I would like to play at college, but I would rather focus on academics. In 10 years, I see myself graduated from college and starting a nice career. Outside of school, I am also involved in the Boys and Girls Club and coaching little kids for basketball. My favorite subject in school is world history. My favorite movie is Dumb and Dumber because I always watched it as a kid with my parents, and it brings back a lot of good memories. Last summer I went to a lot of basketball camps and hung out with my friends. Some of the basketball camps were UNC and at the Air Force Academy. My goals for this season are to be a really great teammate and to help our team achieve 18 wins or more. My goals for life are to be happy, have a nice family, and a job that I enjoy. What I will remember most about being a sailor is all the fun times I've had and being with my friends. My name is Aiden Knaus. I'm a junior in high school, and I am proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
I'm Terry.
And this is Phil
from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
This is Skip Deardorff from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's right.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your steamboat sailors.
My name is Molly Kleins, and I'm a sophomore in high school. My number is 25, and my position is point guard. I've been playing for 6 years, and I also like to play soccer. I'd like to go to college somewhere in Colorado or Wisconsin. If I play in college, it would probably be soccer. In 10 years, I see myself being a special education teacher. Outside of school, I'm also involved in club sports like soccer and basketball. My favorite subject in school is writing. My favorite movie is Zootopia because of the majestic characters. Last summer I worked for STARS, which is a local sports adaptive program, and I definitely think that could be in my future, and I really love just spending time with the kids. My goals for the season are to become a better shooter and a better teammate, and my goals for life are to have a dog and name it Simon. Simon would be a golden retriever. What I will remember most about being a sailor is the positive environment that the school has. I'm Molly Kleins, sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
The team at Mountain View Car Wash and Detailing Professionals is proud to be supporting sailor sports this season. Whether a basic wash or a full detail, we know that the key to providing you with excellent service is teamwork and attention to detail. So while the sailors are focusing on cleaning up the competition this season, we'll be focusing on cleaning up your vehicle. With affordable washes and a wide variety of detail services, we have the game plan to fit your budget and needs. We are located at the corner of Highway 40 and Trafalgar Drive. Mountain View Car Wash, where you won't get a penalty for having a dirty car.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
Ethan Piles, I'm a sophomore, number 23, position point guard. Playing 2. I like playing guitar. I like to go to Michigan University. I want to play basketball in college, and I hope that I can. I want to be a coach for basketball, hopefully. I'm also involved in drama. That's about it. I love American history. I love learning about stuff from the past. Last summer, basically went to PO's, then went over to my buddy's house every single day. My favorite memories, probably when I was on my diesel truck with my dad, and we went around delivering packages just because we traveled a lot, and I got a lot of eggs, and I love eggs. So there's that. That's my favorite memory. My favorite movie has to be Toy Story. It's because of the idea of it, and like always like pretending my toys are alive when I was little. So that's that. My goals are league championship. I want to have a league championship, and I want to win at least 2 playoff games this year. My goals in life. I want to be a successful high school coach at least, and I want to retire in Steamboat for sure. But I want to do that my whole life. I already know that for a fact. What I remember most about being a sailor? Probably the teamism. This team is really tightly knitted, and everyone respects each other on it, and I really like that. Ethan Piles, sophomore, proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Small emergencies, scrapes, sprains, and stitches. They're bound to happen. You deserve quick care from trusted physicians. At UC Health Yampa Valley Medical Center, our emergency care team is here for you and your loved ones. The board-certified physicians at YVMC are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to get you in and out the door quickly. Experience the same safe and high-quality care you've come to expect at YVMC. Now with smaller prices for life's small emergencies. Yampa Valley Medical Center, now part of the UC Health family.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name's Sierra Harrison, and I'm a sophomore in high school. My number is 42, and I play post. I've been playing basketball for 8 years. I also like to run cross country and track and field. I'd like to go to college at Colorado State University. I don't aspire to play basketball in college, but I would love to run cross country. In 10 years, I see myself at Colorado State Veterinary School. Outside of school, I'm also involved in student council, community service, and I love to spend time with my family. My favorite subject in school is math. My favorite movie is Glory Road because it's an inspirational basketball story. Last summer, I spent a lot of time with my friends, and I went on a mission trip to Belize. I was in Belize with my church, and we helped little kids learn about the Bible, and we stayed in the capital city. My goals for this season are to start every single varsity game, and for our team to win a couple games, hopefully. My goals in life are to be an equine orthopedic surgeon and have a nice family. What I will remember about being a sailor is the family atmosphere that we have. I'm Sierra Harrison. I'm a sophomore in high school, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Steamboat Ace is your go-to place for everything you need for your home. Bridget here from Steamboat Ace, and we aren't just paints and power tools. Ace has a great pet section to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. A fun toy section stocked with items for all ages to make the perfect gift. Beautiful housewares, cookware, candles, and more to decorate and add beautiful style to your table. Stop into Steamboat Ace, proud to support your Steamboat sailors, and see all that we have for your home. Steamboat Ace, the helpful all your home needs place.
I'm Terry.
And this
This is Phil from Russell's Auto Salon.
If you need help with your auto collision repair, we make it easy. Just bring me an email and a claim number, and I'll take care of the rest.
Russell's Auto Salon, Colorado's premier collision center, leading the industry in technology, where we have gone green with Enviro-based paint.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident. 879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon.
879-1515.
Russell's Auto Salon, where we always meet by accident.
Hi, I'm Joanna Allison with Allstate. My husband Brett and I are excited to bring Allstate Insurance to the Yampa Valley. We are so fortunate to live in this amazing place and want to help you protect all that's good in your life. Brett and I are here to provide local insurance advice and help customize an insurance plan that meets your needs. Stop by the Allison Allstate Agency in Steamboat on 5th Street, right across from Mahogany Ridge for a free quote, or Google us at Allstate Steamboat. We are a proud supporter of the Steamboat Sailors.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Tyler Doyne. I'm a junior. I wear number 5, and I play small forward. I've been playing basketball ever since 3rd grade. I also like playing lacrosse and football. I'd like to go to college at CU Boulder. If I play sports in college, I would play lacrosse. In 10 years, I see myself with a successful job and a happy life. Outside of school, I'm also involved in lacrosse, basketball, and football. My favorite subject in school is AP Physics because it's very interesting to me. My favorite movie is Talladega Nights because shake and bake. Last summer I had lots of fun with my friends. We jumped off a bridge into the river a lot and it was pretty fun doing flips and stuff. My goals for this season are to win a league championship and win at least 2 playoff games. My goals for life are to have a happy life and be successful. What I remember most about being a sailor is all the friendships I made with my teammates. My name is Tyler Doyne. I'm a junior and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hey, Sailor basketball fans, PJ Wardson of Yampa Valley Bank here to thank you for supporting our hometown basketball team. Yampa Valley Bank is proud to support all of our student athletes and to sponsor this broadcast of Steamboat Sailors basketball on KTYV Sports on FM at 98.9. Steamboat High School Athletics are an example of our genuine hometown. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. Enjoy the game and go Sailors!
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is a Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner throughout the Yampa Valley, offering lumber and building materials, hardware, paints, and stains. And we are proud to support Sailors basketball. Easy to find Alpine Lumber, located on Pine Grove Road past Walgreens. Alpine Lumber, employee-owned and operated, the contractor's choice, the homeowner's agreement.
It's time for the Sailor Spotlight. A chance to learn more about your Steamboat Sailors.
My name is Mac Renicker. I'm a junior in high school. I wear number 20. I am a forward. I started playing basketball in the 3rd grade. I also like football and rugby. I don't know where I want to go to college, but if I do play in college, I will play basketball. In 10 years, I see myself with a successful job and living a happy life. Outside of school, I am involved in SMT. My favorite subject in school is math because it's my last class of the day. My favorite movie is Transformers because it's just an action movie, which is a classic. Last summer, I visited my brother in Wisconsin. I checked out a couple colleges, and I did a lot of camping. My goals this season is to win league and compete for Western Slope Player of the Year. My goals in life are to just be a productive member of society. What I remember most about being a sailor is all the good guys and family that are good teammates. I'm Mac Renicker, I'm a junior, and I'm proud to be a sailor.
You've just heard the Sailor Spotlight on Fox Sports 98.9.
Hi, this is Doc from Doc's Auto Clinic. When your car isn't feeling well, head over to Doc for above and beyond customer satisfaction and the most expert service around. The techs at Doc are ASD certified and go the extra mile to give you the peace of mind you need to know your vehicle is safe. We take care of you and your family by taking care of your car. We are located just past Moose on the west end of town off of Elk River Road. Doc's Auto Clinic, proud to support the Steamboat Sailors.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. I'm Chris Puckett, your Steamboat Springs Edward Jones financial advisor. Now's the time to make investments that can help provide money for the ever-rising cost of college. There's more than one strategy to save for college. Please come in to discuss your options.
For a free college cost analysis, call Chris Puckett at 879-1851 or stop by his office at 941 Lincoln Avenue. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Sports on FM. This is 98.9 KTYV. Steamboat Springs.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here from Roosevelt High School, where your Steamboat Sailors are just about set to take on the Roosevelt Roughriders, the hometown team in this tournament, getting underway here this evening. Earlier, the girls squad for your Sailors dropped their game to Roosevelt, 62-22. Steamboat's boys squad will try and turn that around and hopefully maybe use it as a little bit of the chalk talk here and say, hey, let's get some redemption for our girls. You never know. I'm joined by Lone Epstein in the booth. Lone, what are you expecting out there today?
Expecting one heck of a game, I'll tell you that. Last time Roosevelt played these guys was in Steamboat. We were on the call there too, as Mac Riniker hit the buzzer beater to send it into OT. Sailors ended up losing, but it was a phenomenal game, and I'm expecting something similar like that here tonight, as Sailors have the late game. So Mac Riniger, Tyler Doyne, Jake Berry, Quinn Connell, and Aiden Knaus, who we call Frosty. Those are your starting five Sailors on the floor tonight.
I couldn't agree with you more.
The starting lineup.
Exactly. I think it's going to be a pretty big game here. Steamboat, I'm sure, will be ready for this Roosevelt squad. I was talking to Brian in the pregame show, and Coach Van Dahl is one of the most prepared coaches there are, and having that game tape from that championship matchup is definitely going to be in his benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. I know he wants to get some revenge on these guys, too. That was a tough loss they took. So, to start it off, it's going to be Mac Riniker wins the tip. This is Quinn Connell, number 11, point guard for your Sailors, the junior. He almost gets trapped, almost runs out of time, kicks it out to Riniker. Now it's back up top to Tyler Doyne. Doyne now working inside the paint, tries to drive in, kicks it out to Barry, the senior. Barry now over to Connell, top of the key. Connell inside to Knaus, back out, low corner to Doyne, who loses footing there. Regathers it, finds Riniker at the top of the key. Riniker, who had a big game against these guys, kicks it back out to Knaus, tries the three-pointer. That one's good. Aiden Knaus gets the first points of the game for the Sailors, and it's a three-pointer. Now back the other way. This is the Roughriders. TJ Sterling, top of the key, and I think it was tipped out of bounds there.
So Steamboat will have their second possession, I should say, of this ball game. 3-0 lead for your Sailors. They are right to left on the radio dial here on 98.9 Sports on FM. Quinn Connell kicks it over. Mac Riniker, far side, trying to drive the paint, stops, swings over to the near side, deep corner. That's Doyne with a chance at air mails. And it's going to go back the other way. Roughriders will attack quickly, trying to find a counter. And good job playing on the toes there, as if he had put his foot down, that would have been an out-of-bounds play. Layup no good. Rebounded by Jake Berry, and Steamboat with another chance at offense.
That was Deontay Hunt there. Roughriders are going to be relying on him quite a bit tonight. He missed that layup, so this is Jake Berry, the lone senior on this basketball squad, taking it back the other way. Quinn Connell now, low corner to Jake Berry. Inside, kicks it out to Doyne. Doyne now, far side, low corner to Riniker. Riniker back up top to Berry, takes a deep three-pointer. That one's good. Sailors hot shooting here tonight. 6-0, 6:17 left to play, as the Roughriders back the other way now. This is Nick Wall. Wall now working against the Condor arms of Tyler Doyne out to Hunt. Back up to Wall. He drives the paint, puts one up, floats it above Knaus. Nothing going there. Connell on the rebound.
Steamboat's going to take this again. Quinn Connell playing some point guard here in the opening few minutes. Still 5:53 left in the first quarter of play. 6-0 lead for the boys in red. If you're just joining us, they're wearing the red uniforms, white numbers, black trim. Rittaker inside the paint, stops and pops. No go on that, though. It turns into a travel as he had already kind of taken his jump step, so the extra stride with the left leg results in the travel. It'll be a quick little change up as coming into the game here is Podberg for the Roughriders. Steamboat's 5 stay the same. A drive, then a kick out to the near side, deep corner. Once more, it's Podberg now far side. He's going for 3, and that's the first points on the evening for the Roughriders here, and it's 6-3.
Sailors now working against this full-court press as Quinn Connell Euro steps his way to a layup there. Great play there from Connell, and off the ensuing inbounds pass, it's stolen by Rittaker, goes up for the layup, and he's going to be fouled. So back-to-back possessions here for the Sailors. What a move there by Quinn Connell. If you don't know what a Euro step is where you pretty much split the defenders, and he buried that one. So Mac Rittaker going to the free throw line here to shoot his 2. His first one is up and good. Makes this a 9-3 lead for your Sailors. 5:11 left to go in this first quarter of action, and we can already see, folks, it's getting busy here. He misses his second free throw, gathers his own rebound, kicks it out to Barry. Barry now is going to get called for the travel, and the Roughriders will start where they intended to. Roughriders now, this is Deontay Hunt. Hunt now. Slowing things down a bit, commanding his troops, and he's going to kick it out to TJ Sterling, working against Tyler Doyne. Sterling goes in, tries to fake it, and has nothing going there as Tyler Doyne just swarfs that one up.
Man, these travels are getting crazy.
Yeah, that was a debatable call there, but Tyler Doyne's going to get called for the travel, so this will remain Roughriders ball. Riders now on the throw-in will be Dylan Poley. Poley finds Sterling outside, far side corner. And Rittaker working against him. Great defensive play there. Almost took it away. Finally sends it down to Poley. And now it's back up to Sterling. He pulls up. Deep 3. No good. Gathered by Knaus.
Here come the Sailors now. Quinn Connell will lead the charge. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. 9-3 lead for your Sailors. Here's Barry now. Steps in. 13-footer is good. Jake Barry right now starting off with a couple buckets. And that's good to have him heating up because Jake Barry can definitely be a factor in this game from range and just inside as he just got 2 more points. 5 on the day. 11-3 your lead. Looks as though Ethan Powell's Mr. number 42 here today is going to be checking into the game for his first taste of action.
He forgot his jersey today, so rather than wearing his usual, I think number 23, he'll be sporting the 4-2 out on the floor. 11-3 lead as the Sailors are going to come out of this timeout.
Do want to give a shout out to Angela Rittaker, as she's one of our most faithful listeners here. Unfortunately, there's just plenty of folks in the gym, and so it's going to be tough going for the video here today. It's going to be a shot now from Podberg. Drops the 3, and he's got a couple tray balls to his name here and has all 6 of the points early on.
Oh, there was a call there. It was...
I think he lost time on that, right?
I think so, yeah. Coach Van Dahl does not like that one. So the Roughriders will retain possession. This is the Roughriders now. Inbounds pass to Dylan Tackett. Tackett now working. Kicks it outside to Deontay Hunt. Hunt for 3. No good. In and out. And they're going to call. Refs are whistle happy here early.
Steamboat possession, though. Jake Berry's going to take this from his baseline. It's a full court press in effect here for the boys in white, the home team Roosevelt squad. Riniker gets it right back to Berry on a give-and-go play. And Berry dispossessed. Here's a chance the other way. Layup is good there for TJ Sterling with his first points on the day. So Sterling with the steal.
Dawson Lindquist loses that one. Sterling for three, in and out. Gathered by Tackett under the net, and he just forces his way to get those two. So 2 errant passes here for Steamboat lead to points for the Roughriders. Berry now the other way, is not guarded, finds Lindquist inside, great heads-up pass there to get another 2 points, and now it's Deontay Hunt back for the Riders. Hunt now tries to find it inside. It'll be a turnover.
Here comes Berry. He's just going to make a run of it, and he gets absolutely blasted there, and that's going to turn into 2, I believe. Jake Berry, a little slow to get up here. He got sandwiched there between 2 different players, and they're going to give Sterling the foul on this. So 13-10 here in the early goings. Berry has 5 points for your Sailors.
Quinn Connell checking back in here as Berry set to his first free throw is good, and Braden Saya will come in here as well for Dylan Poley on the Rough Riders side of the ball.
Jake Berry for his second free throw attempt here. Up and down, makes both of them, brings his total to 7 in the early goings. Still 3 minutes of action left here in first quarter play. 15-10 lead for Steamboat. Inbound play comes into the hands of Saya. Saya is going to take it across the midcourt line. Dishes to Sterling, back to Saya. Top of the key. And Saya to Sterling. To Saya. We're going to try the near side this time. Back to Sterling again. He wheels in. Nice little play. Gives it off, but an miscommunication there as Christopher Podberg had started a run. And so that turns into a quick turnover. And it will be a Steamboat ball. 2:39 left, first quarter play.
TJ Sterling going to be taking a seat on the bench here as Dawson Lindquist working it now. Back out to Quinn Connell. Connell now step back. Doesn't want it. Instead finds Ethan Piles. Makes a dribble move. Kicks it outside to Doran. Has the three-point try. Doesn't take it. Kicks it out to Lindquist for a deep 2. That's going to be no good. It's gathered by Podberg. Podberg almost stolen by Mac Riniger. He's all over the floor tonight. Deontay Hunt finally drives the lane. No good. Gathered by Tyler Doran.
Nice job from Steamboat right now. Here's Piles. Deep corner near side. Now up top to Doyne. Tyler Doyne. Good from 3. Nice job there from Doyne. The junior gets his first points on the evening. 18-10 lead now for Steamboat. Rough Riders the other way. A chance to bounce pass. Hits over the knee. And that will be a foul called against Dylan Tackett. And so it will be a Steamboat possession here as Tackett got called for a push. With $1:47 left in first quarter action. 18-10 the score. Steamboat with the offensive possession here and a chance to extend the lead.
Quinn Connell, he's working versus Poley. And they're going to call a travel on Quinn Connell. Looks like his shoes might have slipped a little bit there. As Dylan Tackett will come out after that whistle. Tackett been putting in some points here for the Rough Riders. This is Poley now after the turnover. Poley, work it, hand off to Podberg. Podberg.
Nice active hands again. Mac Riniker, man, I'm sorry to step on you on that. That was me, but I always talk about it. It's amazing how quick that has to go up to intercept those balls.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We were talking about that on Harvey's Huddle yesterday, how Mac Riniker and Tyler Doyne have those condor-like arms. They can just, swipe up and deflect that ball like he just did. This is Poley now. Poley working inside. Great pass there, but it looked like it was blocked from the back by Knaus. Great defensive play there from Frosty. As Sailors back the other way, right to left on your radio dial.
Riniker's going to take this one at the midcourt line. Dribbles through the legs a couple times. Dishes to Connell. Down low, far side corner to Lindquist. Dawson, nice little pass to Riniker. And a jump ball here as Riniker and Podberg fought for that. 1 minute and 2 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Jump ball ended up turning to a possession for the Rough Riders. 18-10 lead for your Steamboat Sailors. As a little one-man press here. Getting a little bit of help now from Riniker and Lindquist, but Roughriders do break it, and they're on the offensive side of the ball. Aaron pass, though. Wow. Great arms from Lindquist. Dawson Lindquist now gets this one. Fires up to Riniker. He's up for a layup. No good. Fouled in the process. That'll be 2 at the line for Mac.
Yeah, they've been keeping Riniker contained tonight. I don't think he has any points tonight, if I'm correct. You know, they saw what he can bring to the table last game, and they're definitely worried about that. So here he is looking to get his get on the scorecard. His first free throw is no good. We're going to see a change up here for the Roughriders as Nick Wall will come in. He will substitute Edgar Batista as Riniker is getting set to take his second free throw. 18-10, still a close game here. In the first quarter, Riniker's second free throw is good, and
did he just get the second one?
He just got the second one, yeah. Ethan Piles and Tyler Doyne both checking in here as well. This is the Roughriders now. We're going to see a full-court press put into action here by Coach Van Dahl as we will see Nick Wall bringing it across the half-court line. He kicks it outside to Podberg. Podberg now working inside, shoots it back out to Deontay Hunt. Deontay Hunt pulls up, step back, but before he could shoot it, the whistle went off. That's going to be a off-ball foul there on the Sailors as Podberg will take it out of bounds. Podberg looks up top, and this will be Braden Saya. Saya now working the top of the key. He's got Doyne on him. Got to look out for that. Saya handoff to Podberg. He pulls up from 3. Step back J is no good as Tyler Doyne rebounds, shoots it up top. Errant pass there as he tried to find a full court look to Knaus. Had nothing going, and he knows that was his bad.
Roughriders going to take this up. Just 6 seconds on the clock. Podberg stops and pops from 3, no good. Rebound put back by Hunt, no good. And that brings us to the horn. First quarter is in the books here. 19-10, the lead here for the Steamboat Sailors as they're on top of the hometown Roosevelt Roughriders. Just do want to give you a shout out. We are going to pull the video. Unfortunately, with the number of fans that have come into the gym, the bandwidth has kind of slowed down to the degree that the video won't be able to work. And so I'm sorry, but you can definitely tune in. And this is, Mrs. Riniker, I know, is listening. You can tune in and listen to the rest of this one on KTYB 98.9 Sports on FM. And we will be back with the second quarter in 30 seconds. Into the rest of this one on KTYB 98.9 Sports on FM. And we will be back with the second quarter in 30 seconds.
This is Skip Deerdorf from Alpine Lumber here in Steamboat Springs. Alpine Lumber is the Colorado company and is committed to being the best supplier of materials and related services to the professional builder and homeowner.